welcome back to my channel Science Ahead with Facts. Now in today's video we will discuss about flower. As we all know that a plant has so many parts. We have discussed earlier in my previous video about root system, shoot system, leaf and flower. Now this is video about a flower. So flower is usually the most colorful and attractive and important part of a plant. A flower has a long pedicel which is attached to the stem of the plant, and this I have taken here, guys, I have taken here artificial flower, so don't mind, because natural flower is very precious for us and plucking of flower is very not a good thing. So now I am taking here artificial flowers and I am explaining it through this bunch of flower. Now here you will see this is a flower, okay, and it has a long stick like structure, and this stick is known as pedicel and it is also known as stalk. Now you can see here this is green part. With this green part, this swollen green part is known as thalamus. Okay, this thalamus, the function of this thalamus is to protect the leaves of the flower. Guys, this is general things about a flower. Now I will tell you that exactly a flower has 4 important whorls. Whorls means parts. So one by one we will discuss it in brief, and their names are calyx, sepals or sepals, corolla, that is the green part or colored part of the flower, petals, androecium, the male part, and gynoecium, the female part of the flower. Now the first part is calyx, and calyx, it is the smallest or the tiniest green color leaves that is present on the outermost part, or it is present just below the flower. I am zooming for you to show you, and these are also, this calyx is also known as sepals. These are green in color and I will show you the small tiny leaves. They are known as sepals. And the fact about this calyx or sepal is that it provides protection to the young growing bud. The second part or the second whorl of flower is corolla or petals. So corolla is consist of many brightly colored leaves. Now corolla is also known as petals. It is made of petals. I am zooming here to show you. These are many brightly colored, large in size leaves attached one by one in a whorl, and they form petals. So one fact about this petal is that these petals have very great fragrance, good fragrance, and this fragrance attracts the insects for pollination. Guys, I like rose flower most, and the fragrance of rose flower is very good in smelling. So whatever flower you like, you can take it and you can observe the flower carefully. Now the third whorl of the flower is known as androecium. So now here in this diagram you will observe that a male part of the flower is known as androecium, and androecium is consist of thin thread like structure known as stamen, and each stamen is consist of a long tube called filament, and at the tip of the filament anther is present. Now the fourth part of the flower is known as gynoecium, and gynoecium is consist of a pistil like structure which is known as pistil or carpel also, and it has 3 important parts. As you can see in this diagram, it has stigma, style and ovary. Ovary is present at the base of the pistil. It is swollen part. It contains ovules, and inside ovules female gametes are present, that is responsible for reproduction during reproduction time. Now this swollen ovary, at the base is ovary present, and at the middle of stigma and ovary is present is the long tube that is known as style. The function of style is to transfer male gametes from stigma to ovary. At the top of this style is a stigma present, and as the name indicates, stigma means to stick. So it can stick the pollen grains from male part of the flower, that is androecium, to the female part of the flower. Now anther contains pollen sacs, and each pollen sac contains pollen grains, and these pollen grains are yellow powdery in color. So pollen sacs produce pollen grains, and these pollen grains are responsible for making gametes. These are known as male gametes, which is responsible for reproduction. So one fact about androecium is that it is the male reproductive part of the flower, and it helps in reproduction of a flower. Now we have discussed all the four whorls of the flower: calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. Now I will tell you one fact, that if all these four whorls, means calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium, if these four whorls are present in a flower, that flower is known as a complete flower, like hibiscus, China rose. And if one of the whorl is not present in any flower, like if androecium is absent or gynoecium is absent in any flower, that flower is known as incomplete flower or imperfect flower. The example of incomplete flower is papaya or palm. So this is very important part or fact about a flower, because related to this fact, reproduction depends, or cross pollination or self pollination depends, and this we will discuss in our further videos. I will tell you about pollination, self pollination and cross pollination, and about the reproduction of a flower also. Now guys, I hope you like my video. Please like it, subscribe it and share this video. Thank you and have a nice day.